I'm so glad that you're here today, folks. My name is Lori Hay, and I'm one of the team members at our functional restoration program in the Modesto office. I'm a licensed marriage and family, and today I have the opportunity to talk with you about a three-step method for effective family communication. So let's just jump right in there. Step one, that's really helpful in more effective communication about your pain situation with your family, is to give the person an idea of what your own pain level is using a system that you develop, right? So we can't just assume that your beloveds know how you're feeling in the moment because it forces them to become mind readers, and none of us are really very good at that. The second step as we look at this is for you to tell them specifically what you're going to be doing about the pain. For example, you might say, I'm going to be doing some extra stretches this morning, and then take 30 minutes after that to relax and just breathe. The third step in this process is to tell them what you need from them. Help to reduce their frustration and their sense of uncertainty and urgency by asking, hey, I just need a little encouragement today. Or maybe I just need you to listen to me while I talk about what's going on for me. Or you may need to let them know you just need a little bit of quiet time so that you can relax and you're wanting their understanding for that. It might be that you take a walk together or have some other form of distraction, maybe put together a puzzle or do something fun. So by using then the three-step method, it eliminates the need for your family to guess about the pain that you're experiencing. It also helps them because it reduces their need to feel like they have to fix you in one way or another. And it helps them to know what to expect from you. So I really encourage you to use this system because it shows mutual respect for both of you. So you can both get your needs met in a way that shows you're not a helpless victim of your pain. So to do this three-step method, what you'll be doing is you'll either get a handout or a slide that has three different columns. And we can do this even right now. We'll walk it through. So one column is going to have a rating for you of what your pain level is. You're very familiar, I'm sure by now, with what our pain score is. 0 is feeling no pain at all, and 10 is feeling the worst pain imaginable. So what you're going to do is break down that rating of your pain and maybe say, when my pain is 0, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, right? So you're going to break it down for whatever your pain levels are. In the second column, you'll be working up what your plan is to help you manage your pain. What are the things that you've learned so far that might be helpful for you to assist with that? And in the third column, you're going to list what your family members or your beloved folks can expect from you. How are they able to help? What is it that you need from them? So our next slide shows an example of this type of a form that's completed. You'll notice when you look at the 0, it may have something like, your plan is to do standard exercise, do your normal meditation or relaxation skills. And from them and what they can expect, all activities are on. No change whatsoever. It's life as normal. If your pain level is a 1 or a 2, you might be saying, I'm going to be more attentive to my body mechanics, or I'm going to do some extra stretching today, or maybe just a little bit more gentle movement. For your beloveds, what do they expect? Pretty much all activities as planned, but there might need to be a little more planning that goes into it. As you go on up your ladder, you'll develop different things for yourselves. This is just an example. I don't want it to be what your plan is. Your plan needs to be your plan. So if your level was a 3 or 4, for example, it could be that you're going to do some extra relaxation or really pay attention to your pacing of activities. And your beloveds should know that, okay, we're pacing, and they understand what pacing is, right? You need to talk about that with them so they're aware of what they can expect. When you say pacing, do they think, what does that mean? Is he going to be walking back and forth, pacing the floor? No, that's not what it means. You guys know that, I hope, and if not, we'll bring that into this conversation a little bit later. but help your family understand what pacing means for you and what they can expect. It doesn't necessarily mean that the activity doesn't have to happen. It just may need to happen with a few breaks in between. If your pain level is at a 5 or 6, maybe the other things that you're going to do in addition to the things that you've already done are use some more quiet time or listen to some music or maybe do a little bit more of a mindfulness or relaxation activity. And your family members can know that if we're going to do something that involves a lot of big activity or major physical activity, we might not be doing that in the same way. And we may need to scale it back so it becomes a little bit lighter day. As you go on up, if your score is a 7 or 8, again, all of the things that are listed below are available to you to use as a resource. And maybe you add in more, I'm going to do some more deep breathing, because I've learned from my mindfulness practices that I can do some things that help me manage my pain effectively. And that's one that really works for me. Your family can expect that most of the plans may not happen in the way that had been anticipated, and some things may have to wait. If you're up at that 9-10 level where it's the worst pain imaginable, again, you may need to reach out to your team of supports, whether that's your physicians, your FRP counselors, whoever it is that helps you through the most difficult of your pain experiences. And your beloveds, how can they help you? What is it that they can do as well? Maybe they'll need to pick up on some of the chores that have been what you've been responsible for. Maybe not. That's the whole purpose of this 3-part communication process for you and your beloveds. Have a plan. Know what your steps are for your different pain levels, the things that you can try that are helpful for you, and what your family and friends can do to help in supporting you. I hope this will be helpful for you as you work together to manage your pain effectively.